The Jock and the Nerd.
One day, in a faraway land near the coast of California at Storyboard High, the most popular boy in school was sitting in math class scared for the results of his math test.
I hope I pass this math test.
When the teacher passed back the test, the popular jock noticed a big fat F on the front of the page. He was failing math and decided to get a tutor for the upcoming test.
Oh man, I need a tutor. A nerd tutor. Ugh.
The jock didn't particularly like nerds, but needed to pass the class and the upcoming test. So he went up to the first nerd he saw and asked if he could be his tutor.
Hey, you! Become my tutor now!
The nerd, frightened by the jock, imagined his options.
College, I don't really want to, but if I do, I may become popular like the jock.
The nerd, being the optimist he was, thought he could become popular from hanging out with the jock, so he said yes.
Okay, fine, I will.
As time went on, the jock and the nerd formed a bond that couldn't be broken from their weekly tutoring sessions. Every Monday after school, the jock and the nerd would work on math in the library. After a month, they started hanging out outside of school.
What are we doing this weekend?
Well, whatever you want to do.
Okay, let's go play some football.
After some time, the jock and the nerd considered each other best friends.
I really enjoy our tutoring sessions. You, you know, I've never had a friend like this. A real best friend.
Wow, I don't know what to say. The feeling is mutual. I'm so happy to be your best friend.
Same here.
However, on Monday of the next week during lunch, an angry group of jocks found out the very popular jock was being tutored by a friendless nerd. Not knowing the popular jock and the friendless nerd had become friends, the group of angry jocks saw the popular jock being tutored as funny and decided to jump the friendless nerd after school.
Yeah, let's get 'em. Good.
When the bell rang to alert the students that school was over, the angry jocks rushed over to the friendless nerd who was standing by the bus ramp and started to jump him.
Get 'em!
They kicked him, hit him, punched him, and even robbed him. When they were done with him, a near lifeless body remained on the ground unconscious. The friendless nerd began to cry out.
But why? Why me?
You wanna know why? It's because you're not cool enough to hang out with the popular jock. You're a nerd. Stay in your place.
A few seconds later, the very popular jock noticed the friendless nerd wasn't at the library for their weekly tutoring sessions.
Hmm. I wonder where the nerd is.
The nerd had never missed a session, so the jock knew something was wrong. He checked all of the nerd hangout spots before going to the bus ramp and seeing the nerd on the ground surrounded by a group of angry jocks.
What's going on here? Y'all are going to pay for this, and I mean it.
When the popular jock found the nerd all beat up, he told the group of angry jocks he'd make their lives miserable until graduation and did just that.
Until graduation, you will be unfortunate and miserable.
Later that week, the popular jock befriended and charmed all the angry jock's girlfriends, which in turn made them fall madly in love with him.
Ha! I have stolen all of your girlfriends. Now y'all are losers. No! Oh, how unfortunate we are. Please give us back our girlfriends. Never. Until graduation, you will be unfortunate and miserable. From now on, you will be womanless, and I stand by that.
This left the angry group of jocks miserable and lonely as they had not one single soul to take to prom. Upholding his word, The popular jock made sure his old friends were lonely and even more bitter than before. The popular jock and the friendless nerd continued their weekly tutoring sessions until their school year was over. And in the end, the nerd was still a nerd, just friends with the jock, and the jock had passed his math class with an A plus.
Thank you for protecting me and looking out for me. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, you are my best friend after all. I would do anything for you.
And so, the friendless nerd and the very popular jock lived as best friends ever since, not letting anyone else interfere with their friendship. The end.